Oh, I know, Shirley. It's so exciting today. Looking good, Ryan? Are we ready to do it? I cannot wait any longer. What is going on, guys? Today we are back with another video. We are down here in Green Bay again and fished yesterday afternoon, pounded just a whole pile of these Green Bay walleyes, and today we are back out. It's a real fishy looking day. Winds let up a little bit. It's only about 30 degrees out, but that's a pretty nice day for spring walleye fishing. And we're testing today a new bait, which I've been wanting to try since I heard they were coming out. And you guys know how much I like the Kalen's kind of tickle tail series of swim baits, and they came out with a different one. And Ryan, are you fishing the swim bait?
Yeah.
Ryan's gonna be fishing the swim bait. This is the tickle shad, and it kind of reminds me of like a, there's obviously a million different kinds of swim bait, and the tickle tail, which I fish so much, kind of reminds me of like a almost kind of like a standard bass swim bait, but a little bit more finessey, where this kind of reminds me of kind of a straight up walleye swim bait, almost like your Moxies, kind of right along that line as far as how it feels, and the big paddle tail. You can see how soft and supple these plastics are, and generally when you make a plastic mold and the plastic's really soft and supple, what you see is it moves really well at a very slow speed, which is kind of perfect for these springtime walleyes. So Ryan's gonna be fishing obviously the Arkansas shad, my favorite color, in the tickle shad series, this guy right here, and I'm gonna be mixing it up, and I'm gonna be fishing the tickle worm, which is another bait which I'm excited about. And this is basically, your 4-inch ringworm with the appendages on it that have been super popular in the tickle tail series. So couple of spring walleye killers, super soft, super supple swim baits, and we're gonna start chucking them. Ryan's already just bombing around out there.
I could not wait.
You're either gonna catch a walleye or snag a whitefish or something, it looks like, Ryan. And we'll kind of see what happens, huh?
Yeah. I'm excited. Let's get it. Hey, hooked up.
Popped her good?
Yeah.
First fish of the day on the tickle shad, Ryan. I like it. And that was your second or third cast?
Yeah, it was,
Somewhere right in there?
nice fish.
Oh, and he absolutely smoked it too. I'll do you a solid here and get my hands wet. Don't come off, buddy. Don't come off. It's a nice chunker, huh, to get things going.
Chubby first one to start.
And look how he ate that thing, Ryan. Dunk. Nothing better than the spring swim bait jig bite right there in tickle shad. There we go, number one. Good work, buddy. Catch me like 12 more like that for this video. I'll just sit here, handle your fish. You just keep efficiently catching them. All right, you pound it over there. There we go, Ryan. Fish on. Ryan literally just caught one on his last cast. Now I got one on the worm. Oh, Ryan, there's no need to even grab this one. There's no need to even grab this one. Look at that. There we go, though. I mean, couple casts, couple fish.
Yeah.
And I would say if there's one bait that's notorious with spring walleye fishing, it's probably a ribworm, huh? Little 15-incher there. And I feel like that color right there. I feel like all across walleye world, spring walleye fishing, 4-inch ribworm like that, or that, this kind of curly-tailed, kind of grub-styled worm is just so effective. And the main reason it is because you can just literally put it in any river that has a little bit of current, and that tail's just constantly moving, so you hardly even have to move it to kind of even get it to do anything. And there we go, another one. First one, I guess, on the tickle worm. Oh,
That feels heavy.
it looks good. He must have ate it off the bottom, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, it is like every cast right now we're hooking a fish. And when you get on, obviously, pods of these spring walleyes when they're biting, he's a nice one. You want me to scoop him? Might as well net one today, huh? There we go. Come here, big old girl. There we go.
Tickle shad, green jig.
Yeah, dude, they choked that thing, didn't he? That bait's it kind of reminds me of like the like a Moxie, like those Authentic plastics. kind of built and designed for spring walleyes. There we go.
Let's go catch another one.
Get me another one, Ryan. It's like constant fish right now. I don't know if that's a walleye, Ryan. Ah, it's gotta be, right? I think it is a nice walleye. There we go. We went through just a little 10-minute lull there, which, I mean,
You're second guessing everything.
ain't too long to wait, is it? Oh, and another nice one here on the old tickle worm. Nice, just punk, chunky one. I'm just gonna scoop them just so I don't get my hands soaking wet every time. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice, healthy, stocky guy, but they all are. They pretty much all are. Look at that guy. He's a bright one, isn't he? All perked up, nice and bright. On the tickle worm right there. Look at that. Beautiful. I can't think of anything else I would rather be doing right now than pitching jigs at walleyes in Green Bay. Look at that. Oh, say no more. Ryan's got one on. Did he pop it, Ryan? Ate it right off the bottom, huh? I'll clear the net out. Looks like it might be decent, huh? Looks like it might be decent. We should get a mic on you. What do you think about that idea?
I don't know.
You don't want to be mic'd up? Are you going to flip him? Yeah, he did kind of eat it off the bottom, didn't he? Trapped it to bottom. Which is pretty common. I mean, when you got water temps that are 32, 33 degrees. The fact that they're even biting plastics is a win. But fishing baits that are just real, you know, have a lot of action at slow speed, whether that's that swim bait Ryan's fishing, or this tickle worm right here, stuff where you just really don't have to work it hard. Is kind of a lot of times the key to success, because you don't want to be working a bait super hard right now when the water's this cold. There's some stuff going on, Ryan. Oh, dude, it just never gets old. They are just eating this thing, man. Just eating it. And we'll kind of do a little segment here on how you like to work a lot of these plastics when the water's real cold, because working them one way versus the other way can be all the difference when you're fishing really cold water with artificial lures like this. There we go, another little 17. Whoa, bounced him off the gunnel. That's all right. He'll be all right, Ryan. All right, so when we're working a lot of these kind of real finessey plastics, or kind of any plastic in the spring, some baits are going to be better to put on a jig in the spring than others. If you're fishing like a really stiff, hard-bodied plastic, generally with a really big thumper tail, generally that's going to take like a lot more action to get the bait to do something. So that's why we like a lot of these really soft, really supple, kind of, baits where the tail will have a lot of movement without really pulling the bait too far. And, that's exactly what this tickle worm and tickle shad are. And you can see the shad. And a lot of times you can just tell when you pick up a swim bait. If the whole thing bends like that, it's going to move really easy. If it kind of stands straight out, it's going to move a little bit. You're going to need more action to move that bait. So we're getting it out there. And generally, if you have current in play, if you're fishing a river, you want to be casting, you want to be working the bait into the current, because that'll take less movement to make that bait still move. So we're getting it out there, and basically all we're doing is just taking the bait, and you can lift it just a little bit like that. It doesn't take much. A lot of times what you see us do in the summer is something that might look like that, or a lot faster than that. We don't want to be pulling the bait up that far. So all we're doing is just these little kind of pops. It's more like wrist movement, just trying to get that bait to kind of just keep 6 inches from the bottom the whole time. And then every time we let that bait hit bottom. So just that little tiny pop, let it hit bottom. A little tiny pop, let it hit bottom. A little tiny pop, let it hit bottom. And what you want to do is, a lot of times if you're fishing in current, you want to match the weight of your jig to the current. So you don't want to be fishing like a half-ounce jig in a really slow amount of current, because you're not going to get that bait to hang up in the current too much. And with these, these real kind of finessey plastics like we're fishing, they're so soft that it doesn't take much movement to get either the tail on Ryan's swim bait to move, or just that little, curly tail on the tickle worm to kind of move around. So it's this real soft kind of finessey deal. And you got to just be prepared. It's kind of a patient, the cast should take a long time to kind of complete. And that's just kind of how it is. And there's one right there that, probably stuck the bait to the bottom, and Ryan just lifted up and he was on for a second. But, it's this real soft, just enough to kind of get the bait moving. We're not letting it like rest on the bottom for a long period of time. We're just popping it up, letting it hit bottom, reel down, pop back up. So fishing them super finessey like this when you have really cold water temperatures and having the right plastic goes a long ways when it comes to getting bites this time of year on artificials. Oh. 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 We're getting a lot of these same size ones this morning, aren't we? Dude, he choked it. He ate it good. I like that. Swing them or net them. Saying I got too much stuff going on in my boat. It's par for the course for me. Look at that. That's how you want to see them eating it, huh? Gone. I like it. I like when they eat it like that. Makes me feel good, Ryan. Did he thump it good? Knock slack into the line of it. There we go. Beauty.
Fish coming back.
Getting it done. Seriously, boy. It'll warm up a little bit, buddy. Maybe if you got off your lazy ass, Surly. Oh, there's one right there. As I was making fun of Surly for being cold. There we go. Another nice walleye, and he actually ate it pretty good. It's that real soft, subtle pop, you know, that you get when the water's this cold. Nice chunker though, and they're eating that thing. Ryan's got that Arkansas shad swim bait on, and I got the worm on, and they just seem to be eating both. Come here, buddy. We're just gonna show you off to the camera real quick. There we go. Look at that thing. Killer little combo in spring. Beautiful, mean, perky Green Bay walleyes. Back he goes. Oh, Ryan's dodging icebergs and catching fish.
Yeah,
I like it.
Fishing around an iceberg there.
I like it.
Nice.
Oh man,
Wow, almost took a jump there.
he did. Oh man, is that just so amazing to see or what?
That is,
Dude, they are eating that thing, man.
they are liking it. The slower you work it right now seems to be the money there.
It does, yeah. Just really take your time and go slow and patient with it. Seems to be catching more fish than kind of, you know, a lot of times you get a bait out there and you're so excited to catch a fish, you end up fishing it way too fast when just working it real slow is kind of the thing. And you can definitely tell right where that edge is because it's right where we catch all the fish, you know.
Yep.
It's like a third of the way out, probably. There he goes, back for more. Quick thumbnail picture and away he goes. How many views we got so far? Doing good, doing good. Is that a fish, Ryan?
We have something heavy.
Did it bite it?
I don't know.
Or did he just lift and there was weight
Just kind of lifted and there was a lot of weight.
coming up to the surface?
Yeah, it could be a walleye.
It's running a lot of sideways motion. A lot of sideways motion. It's a nice walleye. I was gonna say I'll scoop that one for you. We got two nicer fish here, Ryan?
We might.
Oh, mine's getting smaller. Oh, maybe it's not getting smaller. Doubled up, dude, on spring walleyes. How can you beat that right there? I'm gonna scoop them for you. I'm gonna scoop them for you, Ryan. That's how you want to get it done, right there. Oh yeah, that's a nice chunker. I'm gonna let you deal with that. I'm gonna grab my fish, which is also a pretty nice one. You want to double scoop them? Just, you know, for the cinematography of it. I'll just try to fight this fish till I lose it here. There we go.
I didn't have much line.
That's what I'm talking about. How are you going to beat that right there? Yeah. Look at that. Ryan banged one. I banged the other one. Awesome. Double here on the Tickle Series baits. And they are just smoking them, man. These baits in cold water, I knew when I saw them designed that they were just going to be killers. And look at that. Beautiful. Spring walleye's going back. Give me some, dude. So you want to do it early in the morning. bite. Way out there, Ryan. That one popped her real good. There is not. I don't think so. I mean, it's probably average. There's not a better bite in walleye fishing than feeling a jig just get crunched on the fall. And they are smoking these couple of baits today. Staying down nice though. Staying down real nice. Staying down pretty nice. Nice fish. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, but man, did he absolutely crush that bait. Oh, net stuck in the... There we go. There we go. Another one on the tickle worm, and they are absolutely eating up that bait right now. Oh, luckily somehow just popped off right in the net. There we go. And not a whole lot to say. They're just catching fish constantly on these baits right now. There he goes. Oh, that sounds like a fish, Ryan. Do I go for a double? Do I wait it out for a double here, Ryan? I don't know. That's kind of talking real cocky. There's no guarantees of the double. Another nice walleye, though. Feels decent. I like it. I like it. I like it. Staying down and shaking a lot. Oh, it's just another one. Dude. Has this been a good little window or what? It has been. We'll grab him quick. That's just another good chunker walleye right there. I mean, it doesn't get any better. And when they're eating that tickle shad like that, you know they want it. And not really a whole lot else to say. I mean, we could just put in like 25 more fish catches this morning probably, but I think we're good to go on that. Would you agree?
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, you got him hooked good too. There we go, little Arkansas shad. Beautiful Green Bay walleye right there. And we are throttling them both on the worm and the shad. And I know you guys are gonna ask, so I'll go ahead and link these baits down in the description. We fished the same baits the whole time. Ryan had the tickle shad, the 3.8 inch, and I'll link that down below, as well as the tickle worm right there is what I was throwing. Both baits clocked. The baits come in a few different colors and sizes, so you guys definitely gonna want to check those out, especially for your spring walleye fishing stuff, which is well underway in a few areas. You know, last week we were out in the Mississippi. Yesterday we're obviously in Green Bay, and it has been a good season so far. But I appreciate you guys watching this. Ryan's so greedy, he's already back out for another one. But we're gonna couple last casts. We're gonna wrap the video up right here. I appreciate you guys watching this. If you guys are not yet, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you guys next time.